Daisy, who had been gathering water from the river, felt an unusual sensation, a warmth that enveloped her whole being. That day, the sun seemed to shine only for her, and the birds sang sweeter songs, and the trees swayed as if in celebration. Weeks passed, and Daisy belly began to swell. The village was in uproar. Whispers turned into loud debates in the market square. How could a virgin be with a child? It was unheard of. It was impossible. Once upon a time, in a small village in West Africa, there lived a young woman named Adaise. Adaise was a virgin, a fact that was respected and honored by all in the village, for it was a symbol of her dedication to the gods and her future husband. One morning, as the village stirred awake, with the crowing of the roosters, a strange humming filled the air. Adaise, who had been gathering water from the river, felt an unusual sensation, a warmth that enveloped her whole being. That day, the sun seemed to shine only for her, and the birds sang sweeter songs, and the trees swayed as if in celebration. Weeks passed, and Adaise belly began to swell. The village was in uproar. Whispers turned into loud debates in the market square. How could a virgin be with a child? It was unheard of. It was impossible. It was a miracle. The elders gathered, and the drummers drummed, and the priestess was summoned to divine the meaning of this enigma. The priestess, an old woman with eyes like the ancient waters, went into a deep trance. She spoke to the ancestors. She consulted the orishas, and finally, she revealed the truth. The child that Adaise carried was a gift from the gods. The child was destined to be a great leader, a unifier of tribes, a beacon of hope, and peace for all of West Africa. But the priestess warned that this child would face great trials, and only the purest hearts could ensure his safe arrival into the world. Adaise, embracing her fate, prepared for motherhood. Under these extraordinary circumstances, the village, now in gratitude, supported her, providing her with all she needed. The chief, a wise and just man, decreed that no harm or disrespect should come to Adaise, for she was now a vessel of the divine. Months went by, and the time for the birth drew near. On the eve of the delivery, a great storm swept through the village, threatening to tear apart homes and uprooting trees. It was said that the dark spirits were angry, envious of the child of light that was to be born. Adaise, in the midst of the tempest, was calm and resolute. She was taken to a hut, surrounded by the priestess and the women of the village, who sang and chanted prayers. At the height of the storm, as lightning split the sky, Adaise gave birth. The child was a boy, his cries cutting through the noise of the tempest, silencing the wind and calming the rain. The dark spirits defeated, fled, and the stars returned to the night sky. The boy was named Chidubem, meaning God is my guide. And as he grew, so did his wisdom and his kindness. He learned the ways of the elders, the secrets of the forest, and the languages of the neighboring tribes. Adaise raised him with love and taught him to always listen to the heartbeats of the earth. Years passed, and Chidubem's reputation spread far and wide. Tribes that were once at odds came to listen to his wisdom. His words carried the weight of the ancestors and the light of the gods. He brought peace where there was conflict, and under his guidance, the region flourished like never before. Adaise, his mother, watched him with pride as her son became the leader whom the priestess has foretold. One day, As the sun hung golden in the sky, Chidubem called the people to gather, from the youngest child to the oldest elder. Chidubem spoke and they listened. He stood before them and spoke wise words. His presence was commanding, yet very humble, and he told them of a vision. In this vision, the gods had showed him a great kingdom, a place where all tribes lived as one, where the bounty of the land was shared, and where the children grow without fear of war. But to build this kingdom, he said they must all work together, casting aside old grudges and looking towards the future. The people were moved by his words as they pledged to unite as one. Under Chidubem's leadership, they built a great city at the crossroads of the trade routes, and it became known as a place of learning, of culture, and of harmony. The city's fame grew, and travelers formed across the continent and beyond. They came to see the place where once a pregnant virgin had given birth to a miracle. As for Adaeze, she remained by her son's side, her wisdom invaluable and her love undiminished. She lived to see her son achieve greatness, and when her time came to join the ancestors, it was said that the heavens wept for 7 days and 7 nights, mourning the departure of the mother of the miracle child. Chidubem's rule ushered in a golden age, and the tale of his birth, his rise, and his reign became a legend that was passed down through generations. It was a tale of mystery, a tale of faith, a tale of power, purity, and purpose. The story of Adaeze and Chidubem became the African folktale that was told and retold around fires under the wide canopy of the stars. A story that taught the values of unity, respect, and the belief of the impossible. And so, the pregnant virgin and her divine child lived on, not just in memory, but in the spirit of a people who had been touched by the gods, in a land that thrived in peace. If you enjoyed this story, kindly give it a thumbs up and share. Until then, I'll see you all in my next video.